Mark Carney's first order of business was to scrap the consumer carbon tax. With more reaction to that now, I'm joined by Franco Terrazzano, Federal Director of the Canadian Taxpayers Federation. Franco, good news today. What do you make of it?
Well, taxes are going down. People are going to save a bunch of money every time they go to the gas station or have to pay their home heating bill. So, this is good news for taxpayers. And I just have to say, it's ordinary Canadians who deserve the credit for this. Ordinary Canadians who fought back and pushed the Liberal government to end their own consumer carbon tax, right? It's ordinary Canadians who deserve credit because, as of 6 minutes ago, the Liberal government seemed like they wanted to keep hiking the carbon tax every year forever. But ordinary Canadians fought back and made the government say uncle on their consumer carbon tax. So this is a victory for ordinary Canadians. I will say, though, that the fight against carbon taxes continues. Now, the win on this fight for Canadian taxpayers proves that Canadian taxpayers are going to win the fight against all carbon taxes here in Canada.
Pierre Poilievre said today that he believes that Mark Carney is going to reintroduce the consumer carbon tax within a matter of days if he wins at the next election. What do you make of that?
Well, Poilievre brings up some good concerns, right? And that's one of the reasons why I say that the fight against carbon taxes is not over. Because technically, the carbon tax law is still on the books. So what that means is that the next government, presumably after the next election, could come back to the House of Commons and crank back up the carbon tax again. But here's a message for politicians. Canadians will be watching you like hawks, and Canadians will be furious if you do that. Now, another reason that the carbon tax fight is still here is because, remember, Mr. Carney has said many times that he wants to hammer businesses with a hidden carbon tax, and he hopes Canadians won't notice when prices inevitably go up. But you know what? I could not think of a worse time than right now to impose massive hidden carbon taxes on businesses, right? That'll mean higher prices for consumers as businesses pass those costs along, and it also will likely mean less production here in Canada, which also means fewer jobs.
All right, Franco Terrazzano, Federal Director of the Canadian Taxpayers Federation. We have to leave it there, but we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.